Hi, this is my answer to the tennis doctor. That's how he calls himself on social media, YouTube and Instagram. And I make this video because he's talking too condescending or disparaging about other coaches. We are scammers. We should be better off as salesmen, selling stuff, instead of holding people back of playing better tennis.
That's what they think that they're seeing in TV and TV tennis, YouTube tennis videos, coaches drawing lines, circles. They'd be better off, probably in sales, convincing people to, buy things, click on things that aren't actually helping them improve at all and perhaps are even setting you back from enjoying tennis for the rest of your life.
Now, I watched a video of him, and it was a video about the wrist mitt in the forehand, and I took some notice of the stuff that he was saying. Well, it's a whole page here and I have here, but today I will only talk about these 4 points. I will make another video with the other points. And he's talking about you will never hit the ball how you want on the court if you keep using your wrist.
You will never hit the ball how you want on the court if you keep using your wrist.
So using your wrist is playing like this. So I'm going to play a rally with a student and going to play like that, and let's see how it goes. If you keep doing this, you will hit the ball never the way you want, and you will keep failing in your forehand.
But I'm here to tell you, if you keep doing this, you will never hit the ball how you want, and you will keep failing on your forehand.
So this is 2 times the same thing he's saying, but you will see in the rally, I will just do this. I will not use my body in the first rally.
You do not want to send your arm on a lone mission because you will continue to fail.
Afterwards, I will make another video, show you another video where you can see that I will finish my stroke, because my stroke normally is here, but within my stroke, I will use my wrist to hit the ball. Because with my wrist, I call it my hand, I can accelerate the racket, I have power. I can accelerate the racket in the direction I want, so I have a good direction. I can, because of my wrist action, my racket goes up, so I make spin, so I already have control. And by lowering my racket a little more or less, I can have more or less spin and have more or less height in the ball. So all that you can do out of your wrist, the speed, the direction and the spin without any problem. So we will see that in the videos. And the last point, he says, twisting the wrist will cause injuries. Well, I'm playing already more than 40 years with my wrist. I have no injuries. Yeah, I even feed more over 10 million balls. As a teacher, you feed the balls and you use every time your wrist, and you will lose 75% of racket head speed.
Instead of twisting over the wrist, which is going to cause injury and lose you about 75% of your racket head speed.
Now, Mr. Doctor, you want racket head speed before contact. You want to have racket head speed to go into contact and then you finish. Yeah, but if you have good racket head speed before contact, you will have racket head speed after contact.
They not only twist the wrist, but they slow down the swing during the follow-through, killing any chance of racket head speed.
So by using your wrist, you will not lose 75%, but you will gain 75% against those who are using a firm wrist, because they don't have racket head speed. I will have gripping my forehand, yeah, or using my wrist. That is just where racket head speed comes from. So let's check out the video and I will tell you all the stuff that I'm not agree with you, especially for recreational players, people who want to have fun, yeah, who want to enjoy themselves on the court and not being too busy with all the technical stuff of twisting the toes, turning the hip, throwing the shoulder out of the socket, all that stuff. They don't need it. They can really play out of the wrist, and I will show it to you.
You will never hit the ball how you want on the court if you keep using your wrist.
So you will see that I'm not using my legs, my hips, my shoulders. I'm just hitting the ball out of my wrist. Just hitting, and check out the consistency you can have with that.
But I'm here to tell you, if you keep doing this, you will never hit the ball how you want, and you will keep failing on your forehand.
So we will check how long it will take before I make a mistake, but the most important part is what I'm just turning the racket out of my wrist against the ball, and as you can see, it doesn't matter if the ball is high, is low, is fast, or it's slow.
You do not want to send your arm on a lone mission because you will continue to fail.
And again, you will see here that I'm not using a lot my legs, my hips, my shoulders. I am just focusing on playing the ball out of my wrist. I have normally a complete stroke, but for the video, I just want to show you that just using your wrist is no problem. If you make a finish, it's okay. I will show you some finishes at the end of the video. But watch, I am the one who is running and she's not running. That's how consistent I can place my ball out of my wrist. I turn the racket in the direction I want to play out of my wrist. So playing with the wrist is not a problem at all. So if we check out again the points, he's saying that if you keep playing with your wrist, you will not play the ball how you want. So I think I'm doing very well. I'm very consistent. I am the one. Watch how regular I am. Even on this difficult ball, I just use my wrist. I got it back, even in a good direction with a good speed. I'm not finishing my stroke. I'm just using the wrist to show the video, that it's perfectly okay to just play with the wrist. And watch even the difficult balls like this one. I just turn the racket against the ball out of my wrist. And this was an easier one, so you play more relaxed. But here on the run, just turn the racket. And here the lower one, just turn the racket. So it doesn't matter if the ball is low, if the ball is high, if the ball is fast, if the ball is slow, close to you. You can just turn the racket against the ball out of your wrist. And this is having fun playing tennis out of, I call it out of the hands, but using your wrist. So for recreational players, don't worry, keep using your wrist and having fun. So you have to understand that within my stroke, I will use my wrist to get more speed, more spin, more depth depending my spin I want to make, and a better direction. So now I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to finish my stroke but focusing on using my wrist. I'm going to play 3 more to the other corner, just using my wrist and relax. So just turning the racket against the ball out of my hand, nothing fancy.